Hey everyone. Bacteria are among the most successful organisms on Earth. They have survived for billions of years, spread across nearly every environment on the planet, and adapted to conditions that would kill most other forms of life. And they accomplish this success using a huge variety of survival strategies. Some bacteria capture sunlight for energy, some recycle dead organisms, some survive extreme environmental stress, and some cooperate in communities, while some survive by exploiting hosts, like us. In this lecture, we are going to explore several bacterial survival strategies and see how these tiny organisms shape ecosystems across the planet. Let's go back for those real quick. By the end of this module, you should be able to describe major bacterial survival strategies and explain how bacterial metabolism influences ecosystems and global nutrient cycles. Some bacteria can use sunlight as an energy source. Cyanobacteria are one of the most important examples. These organisms perform oxygenic photosynthesis, meaning they use sunlight to produce energy while releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This process dramatically changed Earth's atmosphere billions of years ago before photosynthetic microbes became widespread. Before photosynthetic microbes became widespread, Earth's atmosphere contained very little oxygen. Over time, cyanobacteria helped increase atmospheric oxygen levels, making aerobic life possible. Today, photosynthetic microbes remain extremely important in aquatic ecosystems. In oceans, lakes, and ponds, microscopic photosynthetic organisms form the base of many food webs and contribute significantly to global oxygen production. So when we think about oxygen on Earth, forests matter, but microbes matter enormously too. Another major survival strategy is decomposition. Many bacteria obtain energy by breaking down dead organic matter. These decomposer microbes recycle nutrients locked inside dead plants, animals, and other organisms. Without decomposers, organic material would accumulate and nutrients remain trapped in dead biomass. Instead, microbes break complex molecules apart and return nutrients to ecosystems where they can be reused. This is especially important in soil ecosystems. Soil bacteria help drive carbon cycling by decomposing organic matter and releasing carbon dioxide through respiration. When you see leaves decomposing in a forest or organic matter breaking down in soil, microbes are doing much of the work. Nitrogen is essential for life because organisms need it to build proteins and nucleic acids, but most organisms cannot use atmospheric nitrogen gas directly. Certain bacteria solve this problem through nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixing bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into biologically useful forms, such as ammonia. Other microbes participate in nitrification or denitrification, converting nitrogen between different chemical forms. Together, these microbial processes drive the nitrogen cycle. The cycling supports plant growth and ecosystem productivity. In agriculture, microbial nitrogen cycling strongly influences soil fertility and crop production. So, although nitrogen gas makes up most of Earth's atmosphere, microbes are the reason much of that nitrogen becomes biologically available. Pardon me. Some bacteria survive environmental stress through extraordinary adaptations. Certain bacteria form endospores, highly resistant dormant structures that allow survival during harsh conditions such as heat, dryness, radiation, or nutrient limitation. Other bacteria tolerate extreme dehydration, radiation exposure, or freezing temperatures. These adaptations allow microbes to survive environments that appear completely inhospitable. Stress tolerance expands the range of habitats bacteria can occupy. This is one reason microbes are found nearly everywhere on Earth. In this micrograph we see here, we see Conan the bacterium, aka Deinococcus radiodurans. It has extreme radiation tolerance and doesn't even have to form spores to do so. So microbes are pretty cool. These microbial survival strategies are often less about avoiding harsh conditions and more about enduring them until conditions improve. Some microbes, which I'm sure many of my nursing majors and others are interested in, survive by exploiting hosts. Pathogens obtain nutrients and resources from living organisms, sometimes causing disease in the process. So I think this is an important way to conceptualize infection. Infection is just a strategy for an organism to obtain their nutrients. Disease is essentially a byproduct of certain host microbe interactions. Pathogens may damage tissues, produce toxins, invade cells, or interfere with normal physiological processes. But it is important to remember that pathogenicity is only one microbial lifestyle among many. Most microbes are not pathogens. Still, pathogenic microbes exert strong selective pressures on hosts, and host immune systems exert strong selective pressures on pathogens. This creates an ongoing evolutionary interaction between microbes and the organisms that they infect. Dental plaque is actually one of the best real world examples of a biofilm. When you look at the image on this slide, you're not just seeing food debris stuck to teeth, you are seeing a highly organized microbial community attached to a surface. Bacteria first adhere to tooth surfaces using specialized attachment structures and sticky extracellular materials like their pili, fimbriae, and their capsules. Once attached, they begin producing an extracellular matrix made of sugars, proteins, and other compounds that help glue the community together. Over time, more microorganisms join the biofilm, creating a thick, layered structure that can contain many different species interacting with one another. Inside the plaque biofilm, microbes are protected from drying out, from shear forces caused by saliva, and even from some antimicrobial treatments. Conditions can also vary dramatically within the biofilm itself. Oxygen may be available near the surface, while deeper regions become low oxygen or even anaerobic. This is one reason plaque can become such a major health issue. Biofilms on teeth contribute to tooth decay, gum disease, inflammation, and persistent infections because the microbes are physically protected within that matrix. So, when you brush and floss your teeth, you are not simply cleaning your mouth, you are mechanically disrupting a complex microbial biofilm before it becomes too well established. The major idea from this lecture is that microbial metabolism shapes ecosystems and microbial life history strategies. Different bacterial survival strategies allow microbes to occupy different niches and perform different ecological functions. Photosynthetic microbes capture energy, decomposers recycle nutrients, nitrogen cyclers support productivity, stress resistant microbes expand the boundaries of life, and biofilms allow cooperation and protection. And collectively, these microscopic organisms influence global nutrient cycles, climate processes, ecosystem stability, and even human health. Tiny organisms drive massive planetary processes, and much of Earth's biology depends on the metabolic diversity of microbes. With that, I am really glad you attended this lecture, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.